Welcome everybody to Energy Balance Yoga. Just about to do the bell then, but I realized we haven't done the cards. So I'm just going to take a card. Okay, this is one that doesn't come up very often for me, and it's lovely, very pretty card, very beautiful, very evocative as well. So the message is mother, wife, sister, daughter, and the ascended master is Lady Nada. Beautiful with that, all that kind of pink and swirling, and I think it's kind of like a shell earring and around her neck. So this is all about the mother, but also our female relationships and our relationships to our feminine. So that's the earth, the body, the emotions, and which is perfect as well for today because it's full moon. So there, you can't get anything more female and abundance than the full moon. So with that, let's see how that comes into our practice today. And we're going to begin today lying down. May as well get close to the earth, that's what we're looking at today. Lying down on the ground, on this earth. Well, on the floor, which is our kind of the earth of our home. Let's get here. Lying down, comfortable. We start from a place of comfort. So the arms are away from the sides. Close your eyes. Breathe in through the nostrils, and out through the mouth. Yeah, the feeling of, with that card and with the full moon, just reminding myself of that today. The idea of fullness, the sense of fullness. We often can feel depleted, a sense of lacking, a sense of, particularly around energy, the way energy sometimes feels like you've run out of energy, you're depleted, you're exhausted, and sometimes you're kind of really wired and fried and kind of, burnt up. Other sense of fullness. Let's just allow ourselves to feel the sense of fullness, letting the feet pull out to the side, the arms away from the body, the palms facing the ceiling or the sky, allowing ourselves to be receptive and open and closing the eyes. And we're just going to really give up the full power by chanting the mantra Om 3 times. Just imagine you're chanting it to the moon, to the big, beautiful full moon, breathing in through the nostrils. Om. 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 So just feeling your container, your body and the sound in that and outside of that. So feeling yourself a bit more spacious now. And we're just going to take care of this back by hugging the knees now and having a little rock and roll side to side. How does that feel? To feel more spacious, more alive, more full, or at least entertaining that idea. Often it's just entertaining a certain idea. Even if you're in however you're feeling right now, maybe you're kind of preoccupied or feeling full of tension, just allow yourself to just entertain the idea of feeling fullness. We're just going to, again, just find that in the body a little bit. Let's just enjoy the hips and open up that area a little bit. So the knees are close to the body. They're next to each other as well. Breathe out fully through the nostrils. And as you inhale, take the knees away, making fullness. And exhaling, taking the knees away and back to the body. Again, this is I think a very female part of the body, this kind of lower part here, the creativity, the root, the earth. Breathing in and breathing out, keeping the breath, in and out through the nostrils, and moving slowly, feeling that opening, allowing that opening to happen. You know, it might not open straight away, might feel a little bit creaky, might feel a little bit stiff, but just let it go slower and experience your breath and your body moving together. The breath, our supporter, our constant ally in this life. And then we change direction, knees away, but together, inhale. Exhale, squeeze out. And we squeeze the breath out so that we can receive more. We inhale to take the knees away. So this is a key thing, breathing out fully, emptying out so that we can breathe in more fully. So we increase our spaciousness and our receptivity through breathing and moving, and particularly through the breathing out, through the emptying out. So to experience fullness, we need to empty out. Really, really important. And we expand. And hug the knees again. Let's push the heels to the ceiling, extend the fingers to the ceiling. Let's rotate the wrists and ankles all at the same time. Just feeling a sense of, just enjoying the sense of your whole of your back, including the back of your neck and your head on the ground, supported and kind of fairly straight, really. With the legs elevated, it makes that easier. And then rotating the other way with the wrists and ankles, circular. Hug the knees again. And we're going to keep into this position with the knees bent on the chest. We're going to come into a lying twist. I'm going to move a little bit so I've got space to roll onto my side. So I take the arms out to the side, palms flat down. Inhale through the nostrils. As you exhale, the knees go over to the left and the head goes over to the right. So we've got this lovely twist happening. And we're going to just rest here for a breath or two, looking down that right arm and then closing the eyes and letting the legs rest down. If you want, you can put your left hand on the outside of that knee, but just rest the weight of it rather than pressing it. You know, it's a big difference. It's just a nice feeling of, oh, there's my hand holding and encouraging the legs to relax. And close the eyes and just enjoy that twist happening in the spine, breathing into the base of the spine, feeling that traveling up to the top of the head and breathing out through the nostrils, and the breath is traveling back down the spine and out through the base. And we're just going to come to center again on the inhale. The next inhale, lift your knees to center, lift the head to center. And next exhale, the knees fall to the right, the head goes over to the left. Slowly, right hand might want to rest on the outside of that leg there, on the outside of the left knee, and the head goes right over to the left, looking down the left arm, and then closing the eyes. And just allowing as much of the body to be in contact with the ground, just as you release. Making those breaths really long, in and out through the nostrils. Feeling the breath traveling up and down the spine. And then use the inhale to come to center again. Lift the head to center. Hug the knees again. And we'll take the hands behind the knees. And we'll have a little bit of a rock along the length of the spine now. Rocking back and forth as much as is okay for you, as comfortable. If it doesn't feel comfortable, then just rock side to side. It's not always comfortable for everybody. And then we rock up to seated. And we bring the feet together, let the knees fall out to the side. Hold on to the ankles or the toes. And we're going to lift the chest, drop the shoulders back. So we're opening the chest, but lifting the back of the neck, lifting the crown. So the back of the neck is long, which means the chin slightly tucked in. So you get this whole engagement of the whole body. You know, you can feel your abdominals having to work there as you lift the chest and drop the shoulders down and expand across the front of your chest there. And breathe. Yeah, sitting up as if you're sitting up against an invisible wall behind you. And then what naturally happens is you're pulling against the toes or the ankles. The knees can easily come down, can be encouraged to come down. So when you're pulling in one direction, you're pulling the feet, then the hips open in the opposite direction, or the knees come down. Feet towards you, knees down. So that kind of, again, that dynamic really helps. And also that other part of that dynamic is the chest lifting. So this is elevating, knees down, toes towards you, lifting the chest, lifting the back of the neck. So we've got all these different dynamics happening all at the same time. And obviously within all of this, we have the breath moving all the time in and out through the nostrils. Good. And then we release. And we'll have a little bit of a butterfly wing flap. So we hold onto the feet still, just lightly. Maybe just soften the spine a little bit, and then we just let the knees bounce up and down, just to kind of create that softness and that invitation to fullness again, you know, just by being soft. Soft and gentle and deep. Bring the knees up. Bringing the knees up. And we just take the hands around the front of the knees and we lift the chest, come onto the tippy toes, and then lift the toes off the ground. Sit forwards onto the sit bones, so don't let this back round. When we lift the chest and sit up tall and take the weight into the sit bones, can you see that difference? Then we really engage the body there, and we've got this lovely, bright, shiny little cosmic egg. And close the eyes when you feel balanced enough. And just notice all those tiny movements that are happening to keep you balanced. And also notice how much you have to use your core, your abdominals, your lower back, and also the pelvic floor if you want to use that as well. And then we release the feet down, hug the knees, let the face fall to the knees. Breathe into the nostrils, fire up through the mouth. We're just going to roll onto the side and come up to all fours. Let's come up slowly, slowly coming up from the ground, rising up from the ground, like the feminine. So the hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, hands engaged with the ground. And we're just going to do these lovely opposite movements, extending the left leg and the right hand on the inhale, lowering down on the exhale. So we're going higher now. So we're lifting up, inhaling into the space, exhaling, coming back down to the ground. Inhaling and exhaling. Keeping the elbows nice and soft all the time. Try not to be tempted to lock the elbow rather than use the strength of the whole arm. You know, when you lock the elbow, we lose the strength from the shoulder. When we soften that elbow or unlock it, we have all of that, you know, strength from the whole shoulder and up into the chest. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, looking forwards, extending from fingertip to toe. Exhaling, softening, emptying out. Inhaling and exhaling. Let's do one more each side. Inhale. This is enlivening the body as well, coming up from the ground. Inhaling and exhaling, enlivening it with lots of powerful breath. And then sit back on your heels, slide the hands away, bring the forehead to the ground. Breathe into the nostrils. Yeah, enjoy that space you're creating inside and breathe out through the mouth. Release. Remembering the more you release, more energy is available, more space is available to you. So really focusing on that, really acknowledging that release, that letting go, that freedom, that relief and release. So let's move the spine now a little bit. So we're keeping the hands outstretched in front of us, fingers spread wide. Use the inhale to come to all fours, and the exhale, the hips are coming down, the chest is opening. So across the chest and lifting the chest. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, sitting back. So keeping in our flow. Inhaling and exhaling. Increasing the spaciousness, enjoying the fullness of our breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Really empty out as you sit back. So when you empty out fully, as I said before, the inhale is much deeper, and then the exhale more fully, and then we have this more full expression of the openness of the heart. Inhale, exhale. We have a full expression of the length of the spine as we exhale here. Inhale, lifting up, filling up and emptying out. Shoulders go down away from the ears. Chest lifts, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. Maybe you can feel this slowing down. Maybe this exhale is getting longer and the movement is slower and longer. Let's just do one more after this one. Really focus on keeping those elbows unlocked, keeping the chest open. Also be aware that you're expanding the front and the back of the body in turn. So we're really engaging the whole of the body. And just have a sense of this sort of more elastic, open body that we're dealing with here. Now, before you sit back this time, let's come into a puppy dog, just for a change. So that forearms come down. The knees aren't too close. You don't want them too close, or else you're kind of going to make contact here with the feet. You want them far enough away so that when you start to straighten the arms and sit back, your bottom is still away from the heels. And you might want to bring your forehead to the ground. You can adjust to make that work for you. Your forehead might not reach the ground, but we're just lengthening from fingertip to base of spine. So it's a bit like an extended swan in a way, you know, because normally we're back here, and now we're just here. Breathe into the nostrils, breathe out through the nostrils. The forearms are down, the elbows are down. Good, and then slide back, sit back into the heels, into the swan, bring the forehead down, and sweep the arms back into the pose of the child to release the shoulders and just change that position and really encourage I find in this position, the child position, encourages the cheeks to relax here. The shoulders as they hang forward just reminds my cheeks to soften. So I breathe in through the nostrils. Maybe make this nice horsey sound out through the mouth. So you can feel the cheeks just softening, the lips and the mouth and the tongue. Breathing into the nostrils. Just enjoying the sound you're making as well. Let's do one more of those because they're fun. Breathing in. Okay. So now we just slide the hands forwards, extend the fingers away from you as far as you can. Come up onto all fours. So we're ready for the downward dog. Tuck the toes under, breathing in, lift the knees off the ground, breathing out, and we're in downward dog. So we keep the tummy tucked in, we breathe into the chest. And we just get the legs a bit more lively. Haven't really done anything with the hamstrings much today. So we're just going to walk the dog, bringing one heel down, bending the knee of the opposite leg. So you bring the right heel down, bend the left knee. Keep those hands and fingers extended and engaged with the mat, with the ground, pressing as if you're pressing. Imagine you're pressing against a door, trying to push a big heavy door open, and keeping long between the fingertips and the base of the spine. And then just see if you can just rest the heels down, but without compromising this nice long spine. You know, if you find when you bring your heels down, then you kind of lose this nice long back, then focus more on the spine. And it doesn't matter if you have the knees slightly bent. And then we're going to walk towards the hands, knees bent, body hanging in ragdoll. Turn the head as if you're saying no. Breathe into the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. And then just nod the head slowly, like a slow yes. A slow yes, yeah. And then just breathing into the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Let it go. Good, let it go. Slowly unravel the body by leaving the arms heavy, keeping the knees bent, lifting up from the base of the spine, breathing in and out the whole time as you slowly rebuild and come up to standing. Come up to standing, nice and easy. So, find your feet, have a look at them, make sure they're parallel, hips width apart. We lift the toes up, really lift them high. Breathe in, breathe out, let them sit down. Now we lift the heels up high, breathing in and breathing out, lower the heels down. We'll do that again, lift the toes high, get some energy into the feet. Again, feeling this earth, breathing out, lower them down. Inhale, lift the heels high. Exhale, bring them down. Let's just bring a bit more movement into that with the arms as well. It's a similar kind of thing. So we've exercised the feet, got ourselves more connected with the earth. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, lifting the heels up, bringing the hands together. Exhaling, lowering the arms down, heels coming down. We'll just do a few of these. Sun and moon together. Inhaling all the way up, exhaling down. Keeping the breath in and out through the nostrils. Yeah, a little touch of the fingers and this drawing of the circle around us, encompassing that fullness I was saying about. As you exhale, the hands are coming down. So we're just kind of, maybe this is in praise and in honor of the full moon, full, abundant, reflective, shining. This is when we can really reflect upon the past month, all the happenings. Inhaling, and enjoy. And enjoy. It's a strawberry moon, apparently. A super moon and a strawberry moon have that lovely sense of summer fruits and abundance. Bring the hands together briefly. Just feel yourself in Tadasana in the mountain, standing nice and tall, pressing the hands together evenly. Have that sense of those masculine and feminine coming together, different energies, body, mind. Close your eyes, softening the joints, feeling that softness, or unlocking the knees, feeling the feet on the ground, crown lifting into the heavens. So we are feeling grounded, earthed, by our connection to the earth, by our awareness with our connection to the earth. And we're also feeling centered. So we have a sense of that silver thread coming out from the crown, the center of the crown, up into the universe. And the roots going down from the soles and the feet into the center of the earth. You're at the center. And here I am, the mountain. And then open the eyes slowly, dropping the hands down, taking the feet apart. So now we've got fullness. We bend the knees and we just enjoy the fullness by letting the arms move in that full spacious energy. How does that feel now? Breathing in and out through the nostrils, looking right behind you, letting the arms swing heavily. Enjoying a bit more looseness in the body. Good. And come to a stillness slowly. And bring back to the hands to the lower back. Breathing through the nostrils, out through the mouth. We take the hands to the front of the hips. Bring the belly. Nice feminine parts of the belly. And then fingers to the chest and the heart. Make some sound. Lovely. Waking it up. Rubbing the sides. That nice bit of sense of emotional well-being. You know, we kind of just soften the sides up. Let me give that a little bit of a hug as well. So take the hands around the sides. Give that a nice rub. Holding the ribs there. Breathe in. Feel the ribs expand. Breathe out through the mouth. And let it all go. Good. Let's come into just one more little thing before we come into some standing postures. The cross crawl. So just connecting everything up. Bringing the left knee up, meeting with the right hand. And we just move nice and easy. And you can move as vibrantly as you want or as slowly as you want. But paying attention to your breath and the movement of the body and these opposites. And just noticing, you know, how is this impacting on me? Feel a little bit more connected, a little bit more balanced, a bit more coordinated. So my energy can move more efficiently. Good. I'm just going to stay with this one. This is a very nice one to do, very simple. Good. Let me just come to a stillness again. And we're going to come to the front of the mat now. So with that more poised, open state, we hope. Look at the feet again, lift the toes, place them down. Lift the heels, place them down. Find your feet at the front of the mat. Now step back into Trikonasana, triangle. Weight on the left foot, step back with the right. That's nice right angle, it's nice and balanced and harmonious. Hips facing the front long edge of the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands to shoulder height. Inhale, open the hands wide so the heart is smiling. Exhale, reaching over the left and down. Make contact with that left leg, reach up away from it with the right. So we've got this openness here. Openness across the chest, openness in the heart, that extending up to the skies with the right hand and looking up to that right hand, keeping the neck in line with the spine, keeping everything in one plane as if your body was between two panes of glass, and just checking that you're not locking the knees. So unlock the knees, ungrip the toes, breathe deeply, feel this shape, this posture, this sense, this attitude, fill it with space and air. And use the inhale to come up, soften that left knee to help yourself. And exhale, lower the arms down. Nice, good. Bend into the right knee, come back to the front of the mat. Shift the weight to the right and step back with the left. Nice and grounded, both feet planted. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring the arms down to shoulder height. So dropping the shoulders down. Inhale, open the hands up, open the heart. Exhale, reach over to the right and down. Make connection with that right leg. Reach up away from it with the left hand. Feel the length in the left side. Nice and spacious. That left hip in place, holding all together. Unlock the knees. Ungrip the toes, wiggle the toes, breathe. All the time, keeping your attention where you want it to be. So breathing and keeping your focus of attention on your breath, feeling the ground beneath your feet. Feeling the space you're increasing. Now use the inhale to come back up. Exhale, arms float down slowly, softly. Bend into the left knee, bring yourself back to the front of the mat. Just take a moment, breathe into the nostrils. And sigh here. Just to feel your body, the breath. Then we're going to step back into warrior one. So the backward step into this. Weight on the left foot, big step back with the right. So adjust as you need to, maybe widen the stance. Get the hips both facing forward. So what we'll need to do is press the right hip forward, take the left hip back. It's almost like this lengthening of this left thigh helps that. And also just trying to find this position with the pelvis. So what tends to happen is this, bottom sticking out. We want to try and encourage this to happen. So we need to have a very strong right buttock there. Inhale, lift the arms up above the head. Arms are just alongside the ears or back behind them. Exhale, bending into the left knee, pressing into the right heel. So we get that equilibrium. Look up at the space between the hands. Breathe deeply. Right hip forward, left hip back. And in the center, that lovely pelvic floor strength, that mula bandha, which holds it all and gives it stability. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Look up at the space between the hands. If your neck is okay with that. Otherwise, just look directly forwards. Remember to keep the arms long, but try not to have the shoulders hunched up. So it really makes a difference, those little details. Feel the evenness of weight between the right and the left foot. Good. Now come up on an inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. And we're going to come into the forward bends. Just have a little moment breathing then, just checking your hips are still. Right hip forward, left hip back. There's some weight in that right heel, strong right buttock. Either hold the back here or extend up, inhaling, exhaling, coming over this left leg, bend into the knee a little bit, and bring the hands either side of the left foot. Maybe it's the fingertips, maybe it's the hands, maybe your hands are on something on the ground. Now inhale, come up onto the fingertips, exhale, just relax your body down, start to lengthen the left leg. Breathe. Lengthening, feel the left hip reaching up to the ceiling. The big toe, the left big toe pressing into the ground. The back leg strong and stable. Breathing in and out through the nostrils. Just staying with it. Softening the body on each out breath. And then just bending the left knee slightly and walking the hands up the leg. And we come back to the front of the mat. Let's give ourselves a little shake up. It's quite strong, the warrior one. So we just shake the knees, shake the hips, shake the shoulders, make some sound. So everything is shaken up. Restart. Weight on the right foot. We're going to step back, a big step with the left into warrior one. Virabhadrasana one. Get the hips again facing equally forward. So right hip back, left hip forward, pushing into that left heel. Breathe in, lift the arms up, palms facing each other, shoulders down. Exhale, bend into the right knee. Right knee goes forwards, left heel presses back. Look up at the space between the hands above you. Keep thinking about that strong pelvic floor, that drawing up of the mula bandha. And breathe. All these little adjustments that sometimes help. Feeling the sense of evenness in the hips, strength in the legs, sinking down centrally. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale. Take a breath in and out, and then either hold the back, coming into the forward bend, or reach up, inhaling, exhaling. Soften that right knee as you come down, just to keep that a bit easier to start. Fingers or hands on the ground, and then lengthening that right leg, letting the body relax down. Maybe coming up on the inhale with the fingertips, and then resting down again. Breathe, focusing more on the releasing. You know, where is the body tight? And directing that out breath towards that resistance rather than pushing with your body force. Direct the breath towards it. It's much more effective. Breathing and lengthening and relaxing the body down. Now bending that right knee, slowly walking the hands up the leg, and returning to the front of the mat. And just lighten the mood with another rag doll. Why not? We're going to do a wide leg one though, just to get a bit of hip action in there. So feet are wide and they're parallel. So we're just going to come into this rag doll. So bend the knees and let the head start coming down, resting the chin down. The arms are hanging in front of you. So strong legs here required, but the upper body's just letting go of everything. Upper body's upper body's saying, no, I'm out right now. The legs are going, don't worry, I'll support you. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth. Yeah, let it go. Feel that breath in your body. Feel it in your back, in your ribs, in your chest. Enjoy the sound you make on the out breath. And then we slowly rebuild, keeping the knees bent, leaving the head heavy, leaving the arms heavy. We slowly lift up from the base of the spine, uncurling, unfurling to standing. Yeah, lovely. Lifting the chest and just finding ourselves in this position. So we're going to come forwards again, but this time with the arms interlinked. And this is more of a forward bend. So fingers interlinked rather than arms. And resting the hands on the lower back there. Inhale, lift the chest, look forwards, open the chest, take the shoulders back. Exhaling, keeping the legs straight but not locked. And we're just leaning forwards in a forward bend. The arms just rest on the back. And then when you're in the forward bend, then let the hands come away from the back. And we're getting some nice opening in the shoulder and in the chest. And breathing in and out through the nostrils. Good. Releasing. Releasing. Giving it time. Giving it long, slow, steady breaths. Good. And now bring those hands still interlinked into the middle of the back. We just draw a nice big circle. As if this circle is like watering the spinal fluids. So we're just kind of watering them. And then as we reverse that circle, it kind of wakes us up. And then we start uncurling and coming to standing. Yeah, still rubbing the back, and then we just rub the back with both hands, separate them. Yeah. And then bring the feet together. Give legs and arms a little shake. Resetting and starting from somewhere else completely. We're going to come now into a balance. So we have a nice, this is a very earthy balance with the tree. Bringing the weight onto the left foot. Feeling the roots going down from the sole of that left foot. And we turn that right knee out, open the hip. Foot goes on the inside of the ankle, or the inside of the calf, or the inside of the thigh. That's the choices. Pressing firmly, both the leg and the leg pressing firmly back towards the foot. Open the knee up, particularly if it's the thigh. That's where we really need to press the thigh back. Otherwise it can slide down very easily. When you press the thigh back, it kind of engages the muscle, gives your foot some more to hold on to. Breathing in, lift the arms up, bring the hands together above the head, and then bring them into the heart center in front of the body. Lifting the chest, nice and long here between the belly button and the sternum.
pressing the hands together evenly, opening the chest here, so letting the shoulders drop down and expanding here, lifting the crown and the sole, the foot and the legs driving down into the earth. So you think about this tree, you know how trees is as much under the ground as what we see. And if you imagine the earth is at the belly button level, and everything from the belly button down is going into the earth, and everything from the belly button up is coming up into the light. Have that sense in your body of, these two directions. It can bring lightness into the body and really assist the balance when we have this sense of dynamic in two directions. Good. So coming out of the posture now, inhale, lift the arms up. Try and keep the legs as they are. As you exhale, bring your hands down. So keeping that focus. And then lifting the knee, giving it a good squeeze before we release that leg and lower it down. And then we give the legs both a shake. Yeah, reset. Weight onto the right foot. The roots going down. Get that sense. Try and get that image. We have that sense and those images in our mind. It really helps the positioning, the posture, and kind of embodying that posture. Left knee turns out to the left, foot on the inside of the leg, either on the ankle or the calf, not on the knee. We don't want to press against the knee. It's not very nice on the knee. Or any of the leg, actually. So pressing against the thigh, pressing back, opening the hip, knee to hip. See the space? And we lift up away here. Inhale, lift the arms up. Let's come into this lovely big open crown. Expand the fingers. Give the fingers a little wiggle as if they're leaves, or they're little twigs, and the leaves are coming into, springing forth from these twigs. Lifting, so lifting coming up, lifting the chest, going to the light. The fingertips are reaching towards the light. Back of the neck is long. Yeah, feel that expression of tree. Roots going down from the sole of the right foot, so feel that sense of dynamic in two directions. Just holding that gaze where your eyes are. Breathing deeply in and out through the nostrils. Use the inhale to come up, and the exhale, the hands coming down. And taking hold of that left leg, lift the knee, and releasing it down. Give the legs both a little shake again. Yeah, good. And then we're going to release these hips. I've just been doing a bit of work in a squat. How's your squat today? Coming into a squat, finding the position of the feet, what works for you, where. And then just letting the backs of the hands rest on the ground, letting the head fall down, fall forward as if they're falling, the head's falling into the hands. Breathe in through the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Let it go. Let the back of the neck release. Give it some sound, that sigh. Really helps. Hearing that sound, encourages the release. The parasympathetic nervous system will respond to that sigh. It's okay. And lifting the head up again. Bring the hands together. Lift the chest. Press the elbows onto the inside of the knees. Really sitting forwards, taking the weight forwards. If you find yourself falling back, then just put something underneath your heels. That should help. And lifting the back of the neck, lifting. And opening the hips by pressing the elbows on the inside of the knees. Good. Strong back, strong belly, strong neck. And release the hands down to the ground. Pressing into the ground, come up into ragdoll. Knees are bent, body's hanging. Breathing into the nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Slowly, breathing in and out the whole time. Coming up to standing, uncurling, coming up to standing. Give the back a little rub there. Yeah. And let's just come into a little small little baby back bend. So feet are hip width apart, just checking that, and they're parallel with the feet. Bend the knees. And then just take the hips forwards and hold the back, bring the elbows together, keep the knees bent. My knees don't look bent, but that's the difference. So they are bent. Holding there, lifting the chest. So we're really having a sense of openness at the front of the body, expanding across the chest as well. Keeping the knees bent, protecting your back, supporting the back, looking up at the ceiling, but not throwing the head back in a dramatic fashion. Breathe. Now use the inhale to come to standing again. Come back again. It's nice to do that. Take the feet apart, nice and wide as shoulders. Bend the knees, and we just come into that twist again, just to loosen that all up. Bend into the knees. Feel that fluidity, that openness, that fullness. When we open, we can receive so much more, and we can experience that fullness. Good. Okay. So, off sun salutes. It's a good moment to move and breathe. So we have our feet again, reset them, lift the toes, place them down, connecting with the earth element, lifting heels, placing them down. So we've got this water element, here with full moon. Hands together, breathe in. As you exhale, bring the fingers to the ground, look to the earth. As you inhale, we're lifting up, lifting the hands, lifting the chest, bring the hands together. As you exhale, we're bending forwards with a soft knee, bent knee, and the fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, straighten the knee, look up, open the chest, and breathing out, forward bend. Straight legs, bend the knees a lot. Inhale all the way up. So we're finding our flow, fluid, flow. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, forward bend with the bent knees, touch the ground. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms back, hands on the knees, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs, bend the knees. Inhale, push up from the ground. Reach up, inhale, exhale, arms coming down. Enjoy the fullness of this expression of breath. Inhale, the exhale, bend the knees, touch the ground. Exhale fully, so that you can inhale fully, look up, open the chest. Exhale, forward bend, empty, bend the knees. Inhale, all the way up, push up from the ground. Exhale, forward bend. Exhale, arms come down. Sorry, ahead of myself there. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward bend, bend the knees. Fingertips touch the ground. Inhale. Exhale, forward bend fully with the straight legs, bend the knees. Push up from the earth, lift up. Exhale, arms coming down. Let's just do one more of these. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, touch the ground. Inhale, straighten the arms, legs back, look up at the ceiling. Exhale, forward bend. Let's stay here for a moment in this forward bend. So, important points here is that the chest is coming down to the toes, not the head. The chest, you're looking with the eyes. That will keep you from just kind of bending the back. You want to keep those nice lift here of the tail and the chest coming down. This is dynamic. 2 points moving away from each other in space. The tail and the sternum. And breathe. And have your hands connected with the earth, whether it's fingertips or the whole hand. And most importantly, breathe. And feel the support of the breath, how it's really increasing the fullness, increasing the space you can move into in the forward bend. Good. And now we're going to come up on the fingertips, breathing in and breathing out, staying up on the fingertips, breathing in, lift the hands to the waist, come up into a halfway up point. So you're lifting the elbows, the back is straight. You can hold the back if you need extra support, and then using the inhale to come back up to standing. Okay, give the legs a little shake, give the arms a little shake. I'm still going to stay standing just for one more thing. So still with this balance, this is a very lovely feeling of balance. The heron balance. So bring the feet again into parallel, hips width apart. So on the inhale, we lift the right knee, we lift the hands up. And on the exhale, we lower the arms down and we lower the right leg down slowly. We're in sync. Shift the weight, the inhale, lifting the left knee up, arms coming up. Exhale, the arms are coming down and the legs coming down. We're trying to keep this in time with our breath. The breath is, we're attempting to make the breath long
smooth and even. And the breath is also coming in and out through the nostrils. In and breathing out. Now we have an alternative now. Now we've kind of gotten used to this. You can stay with this, or you can do the extended version. Inhaling, lifting the knee high. Exhaling, pushing the heel out as the hands come down. As you lift the arms up again, the knee lifts. And as you exhale, that leg's coming down, the arms are coming down. Now we shift. Weight. Inhaling, lifting high. Exhaling, the foot pushes out, the arms come down. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do a couple more of these. Inhaling. Exhale. Keep your mind steady. Keep your mind focused. Your awareness and your attention focused. Trying to keep everything smooth and even and aligned with your breath. We'll do one more each side. Inhaling, reach up, exhaling, push out. Inhaling, reach up again, exhaling, going down. One more this side. Inhaling, exhaling, push out. Inhaling, lift, exhaling, lowering down. Just feel that sense of balance now, both feet on the ground, just finding that sense there. Bring the hands together again in Anjali Tadasana. So just checking your feet before you close your eyes. Look and check their hips width apart. Connect with your feet by lifting the toes and placing them down there. Hands pressing together. Lifting the chest, creating space here. Thinking about your position of your pelvis, just tilting it slightly. Abdominals working. Back supported. Lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders down. Pressing the hands evenly together. Think about the head being on top of the body. Back of the neck is long. Crown is lifting. Feet are sinking. Close your eyes. And just breathe softly and evenly in and out through the nostrils. Be really aware. Bring your awareness to that breath. And in this, imagine yourself, the mountain, standing, rising up from the earth. High and tall, connected to the heavens. Imagine that big, full, shining moon, reflecting the light of the sun onto the mountain peak. That sense being basked in that beautiful moonlight. Good. We just relax there. I'm going to come down to the ground again. So I'll bring the hands in front of us. I'm standing at the front of the mat, feet hips apart, and exhaling. The bottom's going back, the arms are going forward. So we're doing this slowly, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Slowly, slowly. Don't give up when it gets tricky. Just keep going, and then catch yourself when you need to. Extend the legs out in front. Bounce the knees up and down. Let's come into a seated forward bend, but we're going to do this version with the one leg, because then we get add a little twist in there as well. So bring that right knee up, bring the foot close to the body, let the knee fall out to the side, the foot rests against the inside of the left thigh, right hand on the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you. Inhale, feel the lift coming from that silver thread, crown, middle of the crown. As you exhale, the belly's coming around first towards the left, then the ribs, then the chest. Inhale, every inhale lengthen and pause, and every exhale is just twisting a little deeper. Good. Keep the shoulders down, keep the neck long, keep the chin slightly tucked in. So we're really enjoying this twist, really enjoying twisting of the spine, the connection with the spine and the breath. Connection with the earth, getting taller, sitting taller, squeezing out tension, squeezing out the old and welcoming in the new. One more breath in, and untwist to the front. Beautiful. Now we come into the forward bend. Let's come into it slightly easy. You know, we don't need to extend. We're just going to walk the hands down the leg, but try and keep this back. Keep the awareness of the spine. Don't let this back collapse. So to do that, you need to keep the chest nice and open and lead with the heart. So we're coming down, calming down that leg. And you can hold the leg or you can hold the ground. Come away from the leg a little bit, inhaling, coming from up on the fingers, and exhaling, taking the chest forwards again. Do this in stages, you know, every now and again, give yourself an inhale, come away, lengthen the spine. This is where the length comes from, the projection or the lengthening, the chest coming forwards and upwards. You can see that lengthening happening. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping the breath in the nostrils. Keep that steadiness. And you can even close your eyes if you want to. Just let the body relax down gradually. Breathing in, breathing out. One more breath in and out. And then just walk the hands back up the leg. Lift the right knee. Lift the left knee. And then we just extend the right leg. Bring that left knee or that left foot close in. Let the knee fall out to the side. Inside. Left foot inside of the left or the right leg. Sitting up tall. Toes going towards the ceiling there. Right hand behind. Left hand on the outside of that left knee. Inhale, lift. Feel that spine growing tall. And the shoulders going down. Exhale, the belly's coming around, then the ribs, then the chest, then the right shoulder, then the eyes and the nose. Every inhale, feel that growing in the spine, and every exhale, you're squeezing and twisting. Inhaling and exhaling. So it's like wringing out, sense of wringing out the spine, but we really need to make it nice and long so we get a full wringing. Good, one more breath in and untwist to the front. So now the body's more in line with this leg. And we just walk down steadily, keeping the chest connected as if it's being pulled by the big toe there. It's being pulled towards the big toe. And we just walk the hands down the leg or down the ground either side. Inhale, come away a little bit. Inhale, make space between the body and the leg. Exhale, leading with the chest, looking at the toes with your eyes. Don't lose it by looking at your knee, because you will just be bending your back. And this is a forward bend. We want to keep the back nice and long. So the breath will help us with that. Inhale and exhale. Close your eyes if you want to. And just enjoy the space that your breath is encouraging in your body. Feel that out breath. And how the body responds to a long, slow out breath. Walk the hands back up the leg. Lift that left knee. Lift the right knee. Hug the knees. And then we just slide the legs away. And then we just roll the body back slowly. So reaching the fingers to the toes, keep that tension there, but keep the softness around the tension by keeping the breath moving in and out through the nostrils the whole time. Roll the spine down, lay the body down, let the arms flop out, let the feet flop out to the side. Just let the legs rock back and forth. How does that feel for the hips there? Breathe in through the nostrils, far out through the mouth. In through the nostrils, and out through the mouth. Maybe just bring your knees up and hug your knees as we began. So we finish. So we're just hugging the knees, rocking around. Put the soles of the feet on the ground again. We'll take them away a little bit so we're nice and comfortable. Let the knees fall together. Bring the hands to the belly. We're just going to slow down everything with this nice healing little breath. Close the eyes. As you inhale, the arms are coming up and they're coming and resting on the ground above the head, but with the elbows bent, so it's a soft arm. And the exhale, the arms are coming forward. So we're breathing in and out through the nostrils. Let the hands just rest on the body. I've got my hands just on my hips here, on the hip flexors or on the belly. Inhale, the arms come up softly. You feel the chest opening a little bit. And exhale, the arms are coming forwards. And with the knees falling together, we really get a nice freedom and openness in the sacrum, in the lower back area. Inhaling and exhaling, closing the eyes if they're not closed already. The breath is coming softly. It's a soft breath, it's a soft arms. And next time you find your arms, don't hurry to finish. Let them float softly through space. Next time you find your arms on your body, you can either let them stay there or just let your arms flop out to the side. And you can let your legs slide out if you want to in Shavasana. Take a deep breath in through the nostrils and sigh out through the mouth. Just let it go. So allowing your body to be open, we're just going to take roots on the ground. Finish. The breath now be soft and easy in and out through the nostrils. I'm just feeling the flow, that kind of, the breath is obviously it's air, but just feel the sense of that watery flow of the breath, as if it's waves coming up the beach and kind of floating away. Waves coming up over the beach. Imagine your beach, your body is your beach, and the breath is the waves coming up and ebbing away, ebbing and flowing. And as it does that, really feel yourself being cleansed. So as you inhale, the wave coming over the body, refreshing it, and as it washes away, the breath and the wave clears out all the old debris. So relaxing, refreshing, and revitalizing. Relaxation. Breath coming in and breath going out. Allowing yourself to receive the wisdom of this full moon. And basking in her beautiful light, reflected light. We come to the end of our practice, of our relaxation. So very slowly, softly, gently, kindly, bring yourself back, opening your eyes, moving your body, breathing a little deeper, whatever it is you need to do. Come to seated, look around, find a nice easy way to come to seated, rub the body, enjoy the light of the day, and then rub the palms together. We finish with our Sankalpa. I feel that this Sankalpa, this intention, is blessed by this full moon. So we bring the hands to the heart center, close your eyes. Feel yourself just basking in the full moon glow. And breathe that into your heart center. And bring to mind your Sankalpa, your intention, and say that to yourself a few times with your breath. So this is really getting fed and nurtured with your breath, with your warmth, with your energy, with the full moon glow, with your smile, with your intention. Beautiful. Namaste. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace. Peace with you all. Thank you for your practice.